Well, good afternoon. This is Dr. Slay, and gosh, we have made it to Module 5, so we are on the downslope, finishing up our semester, and here we go. I just want to let you know what's going to happen in this module. You, of course, have a checklist of a variety of things as you always have. One of the first things that you're going to have to do is to work on a dyslexia certificate. There is a link down below that takes you to a TEA website where you do a few little short modules. It does not take very long. Probably, let's see, I'm trying to think, it may even tell you how long it may, I think I wrote this down, may take you 2.5 hours to do the dyslexia modules. These are TEA required. You're going to be uploading your certificate to a D2L assignment in D2L, as well as to TEA. You can't get certified unless you have done this, so it's a requirement of this course. What that means is that you also won't be able to complete this course without having completed the dyslexia training, which is the last quiz. So to complete the course, you're going to complete the last quiz, which are those self-evaluations, but it will not open up until you have completed your dyslexia training. So do this right away. So I think it'll be a little bit easier if I just start moving through the material that we have in this particular module. So, of course, once you've completed your dyslexia training, you want to move right into the reading. You are going to read chapter 3, and you will find, of course, just as you have had before, there are certain pages designated to your subject area that you should be reading for this particular unit. There will be discussions in Padlet tied to the reading and to dyslexia. So again, here you're going to see the dyslexia training. Please don't get confused with this statement here. Let me try to clarify it. Everything needs to get turned in by May 3rd. The course closes. So get your certificate turned in by May 3rd, but do the training earlier. If you submit your certificate later, that's cool. I don't have a problem with that. But you're going to go to this link. This link is going to take you to a place where you're going to have your own TEA unique ID, and it explains how you're going to actually sign up for all of this so that you can sign into this section. Let me see if I can make it pop up. See, this is what it's going to look like. Welcome to TEA Learn, etc. And you'll follow and find the particular piece that is particular to the dyslexia. So let me go back so we can get back on track. I don't want to sideline us. Sorry, I don't want to make you busy with this either. So let me go over here. Module 5, we're under reading. Here's the reading part. Then we go to the dyslexia training, read the module here, complete the certificate and submit it here in TEA in D2L and submit it to TEA. Then you're going to move on to the Padlet discussions because you will have done the reading. I should probably put this first. So let me fix that. I'm going to put the dyslexia first, the reading second, and the Padlet discussions next. So, of course, the Padlet discussions are the ones that we've been using all along. I'm going to switch gears and show you in what it looks like in Padlet itself. You have two discussions. One is concerning writing within the disciplines, because that's the focus of this particular module, about how we can use writing to support our instruction, and it actually supports reading instruction. And then there's a second one, which is a vignette that has been tailored to your subject area. So this one is for English language arts. It has to do with dyslexia, and these vignettes were actually created using ChatGPT. So at any point, at any rate, I want you to find that your discussion is tailored to ELAR in this particular case. And so you will submit your response down below. And then you have your module 3 or module 5A, chapter 3 discussion here. So that's one. For number 2, which is the science and ag group, I split it up a little bit differently. And I tried to make it clear. So you've got module 5, you've got your chapter 3 discussion, writing within the discipline. But then there's a specific one that's for the ag folks. And I think we have some science teachers in there, maybe middle school science teachers. So you've got ag and you've got science. So you pick the discussion that best fits you. You do not have to do both, but I think we have a mixture of teachers in that group. So I tried to tailor it that way. The same thing is true, whoops, excuse me. The same thing is true for social studies and PE. I believe I combined our social studies or history teachers with PE. So you have the writing within the discipline here, then you have your social studies vignette, and you have your PE vignette. You do not have to do both, but you do have to do one or the other for that group. Then group 4, let's scroll over. Come on, scroll. There we go. You have this is music. It is generic for whatever type of music it is. I know you may have vocal and band people in there, but that's the vignette that you have. And let me close that one out. And then here we come to number 5, chapter 3, writing within the disciplines for module 5. And this is for our math group. So here you'll have your math vignette that goes down through here. All right, so there's our Padlet discussions. I'm going to close that out. We're done with this. Here's your Padlets. And then if you go back to module 5, you will also see the CPP. Now, this is wrapping everything that you've done. You're not writing a new lesson plan here. Instead, you are modifying and you are checking for alignment. So the instructions are here. It tells you what to do step by step, as you always have had before. And then things are highlighted in yellow. So please keep in mind, you are adding a writing assignment within the context of your lessons to reinforce the literacy elements of this course and the lessons that you were teaching. So you're going to highlight where you added that in. You're also going to add modifications across your lesson plans for dyslexia, and you're going to evaluate your lessons for alignment. To do that, you're going to be completing a chart. So notice down here, you have your accommodations and your extension. Sometimes accommodations tend to be modifications for students who need additional support, but you are also going to have those students that they move through material more quickly, they need something more challenging, so you create extensions. So you have to prepare for both. This is where you're going to write that in for each of the 3 different lesson plans. You're not redoing your whole thing, and you're going to add a reflective writing assignment to your lesson that will increase student learning. So you're going to highlight that. So you're going to modify that for numbers 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to upload that, your lesson plans and your reflective chart. Here's a copy of the reflective chart, so you can see what it looks like. And you're going to actually align constantly. You're going to be typing in your TEKS, your strategies, your objectives, the academic language. It may seem somewhat repetitive, but what's really important for the purpose of this is that we are trying to reinforce that alignment is huge. Alignment is huge for aligning not only the learning objective, but you have to have the learning objective, the assessment, all the activities that you cause them to do in between, that you stay on track, and that you stay on the same level that is appropriate for your students. That's a huge piece of that is part of your T-test evaluation. I do remember working with students, and I had an outside evaluator doing this work alongside me, and she was a former principal. The first thing that she zeroed in on was alignment. So consequently, that's the first thing that I look at when I'm looking at lesson plans as well. So you're going to upload the lesson plans, and you're going to upload the revised lesson plans. So everything will be highlighted. So you take what you've done before, add the new stuff. You're working as a group. This is still the collaborative work. One person's going to submit the work for everyone. You're going to upload that, and then you're going to upload the chart. All of that, let's make sure that I've got this correct here, goes right here. Let's go to the bottom. and you're going to see it says you're going to upload your group's revised lesson plans and your reflective chart. Finally, then you, of course, have your reflective quiz, as you always have, but you can't do your reflective quiz unless you've completed the dyslexia certificate. So you work at your own pace throughout these various different things, but just get it all done by May 5th, and know that the quiz won't open up until you've done dyslexia, because we absolutely cannot let you move on unless you've completed that. And it is part of the work for our Padlet discussions. Enjoy the work, enjoy the learning journey is what I always like to say, because it is a journey that we're all growing. And I've really enjoyed working with each of you. I'll be finishing up your CPP groups this week. And I sincerely hope that what you have learned in this course is both useful to you in your discipline. Even if you're not a reading teacher, I hope you found connections that will reinforce not only literacy, but the discipline and honors who you are as teachers, and that you are walking away with a few strategies that you might find useful and make you that much stronger and add to your pedagogy, which of course is your set of beliefs and your practices for becoming a teacher. I look forward to maybe one day, hopefully I get to see you in action. Who knows? Do stay in touch as you move through your program. I'd love to hear how you're doing. Have a great rest of the week, and let me know how I can help you to finish up strong. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.